Okay, everybody, welcome to Pinball. Cue up the Who Pinball Wizard. And let me just get a chart up. Now, for a quick comment that options depth is kind of working a little buggy. So, kind of, as long as we're not lagging, we're okay. And so, quick, what do our eyes see? There's kind of a path up, except these are market maker long puts up here mostly. That means they kind of decay and shove us down. The what are these? These are 15s. There were a lot more over here, as you can see. The tail. So this got closed or traded around back and forth. We still have the icy whales, long iron condor down here. No idea if he opened or closed his, and if he closed his calls when they were ITM. I know I would have. I'll give him some pointers on how to trade later. And yeah, so here we are. Now we don't. There's not a clean picture here that I see. I YOLO'd a losing trade. I think it was a losing trade before. I saw people buying the 30 calls, 25, 30 call debit spread, which wouldn't be so bad. But I sold the 30 25 put spread. So it was almost a free trade, but also potential pretty big loss. Not pretty big. I mean, $400, $500. And so right now I'm rooting for over 25, over 30, and I'm a genius. And that was shitty on my part, technical term. We were talking before about chasing and YOLOing, and that was a chase. That was a chase. And I didn't even have OD working, so it was almost a guess chase. I would have been lagging. I still think I might be okay. We'll see.
So you're guilty of it too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I still had a pretty good day. It was with kind of money I can afford to lose, so to speak. But why, don't give anything back, really. But yes, absolutely, I'm guilty of it too.
I don't feel so bad then.
Good. So, is anybody here on extra YouTube, or is me just me and David bullshitting? You know, okay, 24. We need some YOLO 30 buyers to come in. So let's change the view here. Now we're on customer side of the table. Hi, how you doing? Okay, boom, all right. Some of my buddies. So customers long 266, 2,666 calls here, but we don't want to get trapped below them because these decay to zero. So kind of at the mercy if people buy or sell this. And I saw some headline about a conservative something or other getting shot, and that might have contributed to the VIX pop. And I saw a headline about U.S. fighters and Belgium fighters, the mighty Belgium Air Force, um, flying planes, flying sorties over the Balkan states. So whatever kind of saber rattling is going down there can't be helping the market mood. This looks like it's lagging by about a point time-wise. So if over 25, there's still a path to 30. These are customer long times 4,000. Now, granted, I'm rooting, not trading. I'm rooting for what I have open, not looking at what's there. I'm going to admit it. Okay, so let's look at this. See, here's what's been happening. Okay. All right, 24. We got a path. We do have a path. And we have a half hour, so that's a long time. Let's take a tourist look at the volatility space real quick. So the VVIX VIX ratio got a little extended here. Now things are kind of coming back into balance. But look here. VVIX over 100. Tail DEX up 2%. Whatever DEX this is skew DEX, the one standard deviation up. VIX is up. VIX 9-day is up. So it's across the board, insurance buyers. But for perspective, let's, before we get too crazy, but this is too long of a time window, really. Well, but this goes back way too far. I have to adjust the time window to get a better look. So they're buying protection, which we know. VVIX is up at 100. That's kind of high. Now we had that the other day, and that quickly set up a rally. If CPI tomorrow, if they don't hate it, that sets us up for another rally with these fuel underneath it. SPX is 65.20, so looks like that's dead. Okay, let's take a peek at what's going on in the chain for tomorrow. This is lagging. That's annoying. All right, let's turn one of these into depth view. So depth view is just a position number, total positions. From the market maker side. So market makers are long at 15. There's a bunch of long calls here at 20. All these calls up above us look like they're going to decay. The 95s came in the morning and the lower ones. 64.45 for tomorrow's got some options sold. And up here at 65.85 for Friday, 6,000 and higher sold. 6,500 buyers came in for Friday puts, all the way down to 62.65. If there's juice, there's sold stuff. Now let's look at the chart. This is combo of my stuff, and the Gex 4 numbers are, what's his name? Mental Q. And here's the whale, as we said in the morning. He was long the 25.30 calls. Don't know if he sold them intraday or not because my platform wasn't working great. But let's remove this. Let's remove this. When we were 645 was a $15 straddle, 30 at the top and 30 or 60 at the top, 30 at the bottom. So that straddle realized or over realized. Buying the straddle would have been what made money. And you saw I had this as a, you see I have this as a trigger all along bottom chop. So all this, I was still within the chop zone, went to the top of the chop, and didn't even go to the bottom of the chop. Kind of overshot the stall a little bit and then came back down. 24. Here you go, Return of the Jedi. Come on. 25. If we close here, it would be another new all-time closing high, by the way. We're up 13 points from yesterday, 0.2. So I asked an easy question. I said green close or red close? And it looks like clearly it's going to be a green close. There you go. Maybe that impulsive trade wasn't so crazy after all. Maybe the quant tuition works. Well, what do you know? What was that that gets closed? Oh, it's an iron conduit. What's going on with, okay, that other trade is still here. You guys see this? I'm trying to get 215 out of it. I won't be such a piggy. I'll try and get 185 out of it. So that what this is, where is it? This is this trade here. I sold this spread and bought this spread. And I also have a fly here in the middle to just muck things up a little bit. Those are 2, 3, 1. So this will pay because of the 2, 3, 1 structure. What I get on just the put side, I don't really know because I did it as one trade. Let's look. $5.30. The put side of it's down $80. That's not terrible. And the call side, 620. The call side is just because of the long call from the condor. This thing can work out. And you see those green, red, red, green. Chipotle broke my heart. Fredo, you broke my heart. I have a fly here, but this doesn't look good. We'll see. 28, that's what we need. Come on, you can do it. That's what I'm rooting for. Okay, I'm paying too much attention to myself, not enough attention to my audience. So what do we think? Who's got a pin over under 25? We're 29 now. Looks like my 30 was not so crazy after all. Over. Okay, over 25. Do I hear over 30? Danny, you were here yesterday too. I remember you. I recognize that face. Let's see. And we have 11 minutes. Plenty of time. Over 25. Good evening at 3:49 in the afternoon. Over 30. Okay, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. London time. For me, anywhere between 29, 30, 31. 30 would be perfect for me. Everything would end up winning. The fly, the put debit spread that I sold. Oh, there it is. Look at that. See that? Green, baby. Oh, hello. Do you have a note from your doctor or your wife for why you've been absent? Okay, so got out of that one. Green. Tiny green, but we'll take tiny green. 185 out. Still traveling. And these are all So in a 160 out at 185. Considering it was a busted trade, we're very happy with it. I'm using the royal we, of course. Now I got this fly here. It cost me $1. What do we think? Do we get out at $1.45? Call that a 1-2? Okay. All right. So all those crazy end of the day YOLO trades ended up fine. The fly, the trade for science, and so this isn't what I did, but a similar trade would have been something like this, an in the money put, partially paying for a debit spread. 28 pin. Okay, so we have an over under 30 battle. All right, let's see if we can get some data. We have 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, we probably have the last update now. Okay, so 25s are pretty stacked. 30s, okay. Look at that. Sneak right through that hole. 22 and a half and 40. So really we're anywhere in here. I think we might have we might have a shot at that. Jay Wong, I think you might be the winner. TT, you need to get off the road and get back in front of a computer. You need to focus on your trading, not your job. I'm joking. Come on, people. So 50 is still very much a thing. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, we're having over under here starting to pop up. Something just got bored here. What was it? Let's go to Periscope just because it's fast. So, what the blue line means, from what I understand, is greater than 2000 change. Market maker change greater than 2000. And market maker flips. I'm not a big fan of the whole flip bullshit. And so there's a path there, and they have some kind of simple position number thing here. So 35 is going to be hard to get over. So we can probably say we're not getting over 35. But I mean, I suppose we could. There's that. I was explaining to somebody earlier last night and this morning, that market maker short stacks. We know that they hedge in the direction of the move when they're short, which creates somewhat unpredictable moves in both sides, in both directions. That's kind of what we've been having. And when you look at that, all right, now I'm going to do what, had I not gotten out here, 460. See, that was the trade. Woulda, coulda, shoulda trusted myself. Over 30. We got the two over 30. We got the over 30 crowd. I'm just demonstrating to myself how I should have listened to myself. That's why I suck at long trades. I get them right, I just don't hold on to them. Selling a credit spread, okay, I'm down $2,000, no problem. Buying something long, oh, I'm down $65, let me get out. Now, the fly, on the other hand, was good getting out. I knew that the fly was the right thing to do getting out. But this one, okay, next time I do one of these, note to self, hold on to them. These are cute trades. I'm going to do more of them. And what time is it? 58. Well, it looks like 35 is pretty much cemented in, or over 30. Now, here, I want to show you something. I want to see the 30s, not the 35s. There was a surge of buying of the 30s at 348, but there was also a surge of buying them down here. No, where was it? Somewhere around here. This one that I noticed. Here's VWAP 478. That's VWAP on the price of the call. Pencils down. Pass your P&L sheets up to the front of the room. Close, but come on, man. You're off by 92 cents. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you. 92 cents off. So let's see what this would have ended up, although you can't tell. All right, just don't even show it to you because of that. Right, next time you do better. If you're off by 10, 15 cents, okay, but come on, 92 cents. I'm teasing, but at least people can take a joke. All right, so what do we want to look at for tomorrow? Let's look at volume. I don't think the whale will be here, but he might. Expected move a paltry 35. We closed at 32, so always away from the round number. That's not bad. And do we want to play with these people again? Oh, that's 20. How wide is that? That's 10. Okay, so we got to go 10 on top. We don't have to. I don't mind being unequal just for a. Now, if you wanted to do a more kind of traditional trade, so really you'd have to do something like this, the 60 cents, and something like a little less than a third the width of the spread. That's not a bad trade. Similar, take 5 cents less. That way we can look at it tomorrow morning and you can tell me what schmuck I was. Oh, that was the other one. That was the wide one. We'll take 5 cents less. Just to have it, just to have something to talk about tomorrow. What do you say we do a fly around 50 while we're at it? Cent to 50, 20 cents? How can you go wrong? I don't want to spend $100 to play, but for 30 cents I'll play. And on the put side, expected move is 35, right? So let's move it down to, let's see what that looks like. I should probably move it down one more. Let's move it up one more. Let's see what this looks like. 45 cents for a 10 wide, 30 cents for a 10 wide. Such a deal. All right, I'll overpay. All right, you guys witnessed it here. We'll talk about these kind of YOLO-y trades tomorrow, but before I do anything, create opposite. Got 120, so default I'll put in 0.55, squeeze a little more than 50% out of it. Good till cancel. Create opposite. This one will be a little stingier. And this guy here, 85 cents. So we got to put in 25 cents to close. And that's it. Do I have anything for Friday? I have a fly over here. I got some way out of the money stuff up here, 66.15. Okay, that's it for now. Go time, and I'm gonna do a webinar for my subscribers at 7:30. I'm 95% sure, unless something comes up. And and there's a VIX person that I'm hooking up with, and we're gonna do some kind of joint presentation and maybe write like a joint article or something. So that should be fun. Because he's a VIX person, knows SPX trades it, but he's a VIX person. I'm an SPX person. I know VIX, but I certainly know that I'm not a VIXologist. And that's it. Okay, take care, everybody.